Hello, my name is Christian, and I'm making this video for anybody who is looking for Gilman Scholarship essay writing tips. Um, I recently applied for the Gilman Scholarship last year and was awarded um, the scholarship. So I'm going to go over a few tips I have for writing the essays, which I think are a little easier than people think if you just hit these main points. Um, Make sure you start early on your essay. You really want a well-rounded um, writing portfolio. You're going to be writing four of these, so you may not have time if you try to procrastinate or sneak it in last second. Um, these are very important. Um, this is how they'll get to know you, know your special case, and be able to help you. Um, Also, make sure you get it proofread multiple times by friends, family. Make sure you find somebody that'll be honest to you um, and not just tell you what you want to hear. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure this essay is almost perfect. Um, but be authentic and personal. Um, this isn't a time to make anything up or talk about some fake story. Just be sincere because it's more of a need-based scholarship. If you do in fact need it, make sure to highlight that in your essay, and they will um, put a star by your name. I'm sure of it. Um, for your statement of purpose, articulate why you want to study abroad. It can be a simple reason. Um, for me, I just said I wanted to continue my language learning goals. I went to Spain, and my minor is in Spanish in college. So I just wanted to fortify my speaking skills. And also, I have always wanted to go to Madrid. So for me, it was kind of like um, a goal of mine throughout my whole life is to study abroad, go to this specific place, and also get better with my language goals. You're going to be writing a building mutual understanding essay as well. So focus on how you will represent your American culture abroad. We're all kind of like ambassadors when we go outside of the country. For some people, you may be the only American they run into, and the way you act can formulate their opinion they have on our country. And at the end of the day, we're trying to be peacemakers and make long lasting connections with people. So if you can highlight just um, what being American means to you, how you get to share that, and how you can fortify relationships abroad. Make sure also for your follow on service project, you make it realistic. Um, some people kind of see it as some lofty goal. For everybody, it's different. A lot of people like to write blogs or whatever, but make yours unique, but make it doable. You don't want to add too many things. Um, it may be impossible to complete. And even though you have 6 months, it kind of feels like too much time to get it done. So you may wait. And once you get to that final point and you're scrounging for, you know, um, information or trying to do or complete your service project, it's just not going to be as good as you originally wanted it to be. But when you write about your follow on service project, also talk about how well you can promote the program and your audience. Talk about your audience because for me, I talked about how I wanted to reach out to people who were in similar situations like I am. And there are certain ways you can do that. Think about the, the medium you're using to complete your service project. If you're making a video, you could be posting it on YouTube for people who are, actively searching for this. Or you could make a blog post for your friends or family. Um, and that's cool, but you have to highlight how you'll promote it because if nobody really sees it, then it's kind of a moot point. Um, Talk about your specific story. What makes it hard for you to study abroad? Why can't you study abroad without this award? Um, because it is more of a need-based uh, scholarship. They do look at your essays heavily, but you're not required to have any uh, crazy academic standing. Um, Connect it to what your goals are going to be, your major, your career, um, and they'll see your application and think that it's well rounded enough. Just make everything connect. And at the end of the day, your main goal should be to learn um, and not just go and have fun. Um, Use all the Gilman resources they have on their website. Um, they have all sorts of tips for your essays, all sorts of flyers and pamphlets you can use for your service project. Um, it would be a shame not to use those. And also, your Gilman counselor at your school, if you have one, will be able to help you as well. And they can help proofread your essay also. Um, Take notes while you're abroad as well. It'll only help your service project. Um, and beforehand, do a lot of research about where you're going. Um, you should have a good idea about where you're going, what you want to do, and what you want to get out of it before you write these essays. So do some research and talk about the specific location. What resources there can help you to be a better ambassador, or how can you, while you're abroad, um, make a footprint. Um, I think applying for the Gilman Scholarship is a good idea. I think more likely than not, you may actually get the help you need um, because the essays are pretty straightforward. I wrote simply and just talked about my goals, just straightforward. And I think it would be better to try than if not. So thanks for watching, guys. Um, and check out my channel for another video about tips on studying abroad. Thank you.